Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Veiled, a game about rituals and evilness. Veiled was intended to be finished in one sitting. Your progress will not be saved. Ah, right, okay, well, that's going to make things slightly tricky, but never mind. Enjoy. Okie dokie. So apparently this is a puzzle horror game sort of thing. Am I being interrogated by the CIA? Alright, I confess, I stole all the Oreos, just stop it. Yes, I know I've got 17 gigabytes worth of boobs on my computer. Alright, I confess, just stop looking down the webcam. Look, that intro cinematic was long, right, I have to say something. Okay, so we got ourselves some pentagrams. Some spooky evil doings. Am I a sacrifice? Am I to be sacrificed on these highly pixelated floorboards? No messing around, I like that. Press Q to use cell phone. Okay, oh. You are not alone, I am near. How do I reply? What, with the keyboard? Oh, I get to type my own text. Oh wow, I've been texting on a phone like this in donkey's ears. You are not alone, I am near. Oh, sorry, I have to punctuate correctly. Well, I mean, are you? It's a very important question. You know, it's like vital to the survival of the universe. No, oh, how do I... No, not that. How do I get out of this? What are the... Q for cell phone. Oh, I press Q, it doesn't go away. Oh, it does go away. What? I'm confused. Hold Q? No. What? Is it this button? Me. Oh, that's the send button. Oh. Sorry. How do I get out of this thing? What? Oh, do I press the... Oh. Sorry, I am very, very tired. Very tired today. I apologise for my complete lack of brain power. Okay, can I turn the lights on? Okay, that's not half as much light as I was hoping for, but never mind. Okay, is there anything in the washing machine I can have? There's many candles, which I don't think his landlord's going to be very pleased about. They don't like naked flames. Okay. Oh, there's a door over here I didn't see. More, oh no, that turns the lights off. Let's not do that. That makes it a bit spooky. Okay, well this is certainly much prettier than most of the games I play. Not that that's necessarily a good or a bad thing, but... Nice house. I've never seen a kitchen upstairs before. Okay, that's lying. I have once, but... I mean, can I have one of these knives to defend myself from the person who says they are near? I read that. What was the zoom button? There was a zoom, wasn't there? Zoom for right mouse button. Oh right, you just need to hold it down. Okay. Okay, so I see you've had the interior decorators in. You hear that? It's like a weird thumpy noise. What's this? Press tab to view grimoire. So. I did not leave the book in that condition. I mean, it's a perfect reenactment of how I text in real life. So to be honest with you, I think I'm perfectly justified in everything I've said to this crazy person. Oh gosh, is it going to have so many big words? I don't know how to say, isn't it? The denliations of the chapels. So it is that the acolyte must maintain the sanctity of the temple. And this through the delineation and maintenance of the chapels. Number 3, the sacred chambers reflect the divine. Their stations are declared as follows. The chapel of decay, to be inscribed in the depths of the temple's bowels. We're gonna have to go up to something's butthole and write it in its bowels. That doesn't sound much fun. The square represents its form, really. I thought they usually tended to be round in my experience, but never mind. The sides numbered 4, the square of 2 signal perfection. Okay. It is here that the acolyte shall know his urges. There is a really creepy undertow to this. The chapel of focus, to be inscribed in the chambers of innocence. Chamber of Innocence, is that a euphemism for vagina? Its form is the triangle, again not quite right. The 3 divisible only by 1. Well, good, you've got a basic understanding of what prime numbers is, that's nice. Representing divine order, it is here that the acolyte shall retain his purity. Really? I thought that's usually where you lost your purity, or maybe I'm mistaken. The chapel of effect, to be inscribed in the chamber's beating heart. Finally, you've just accepted the biological undertones of what you're talking about. I appreciate that. The circle represents its form, a paradox neither beginning nor ended, yet bounded. It is here that the acolyte shall demonstrate his mastery of the 5 realms. It is left to the acolyte to locate the chambers of power within the temple, and to walk within them in the shape of their inscription, to thus mark them, and by their energy, this is the mastery of the first realm. So I'm assuming these are clues to the puzzles. I'm assuming we don't have any other pages to read. No, it looks like pages have been torn out. Words of power. Here shall be inscribed the words of power. The acolyte shall understand that the words themselves have no inherent power, then why are they called words of power, may I be so bold as to question. And yet these words are invested with power by the acolyte's own belief. Oh, I see, it's like homeopathy. It has no real power unless you believe it has power. I see, perfect. He should heed well the words that appear on this page, for they reveal more about the acolyte than he himself may know. I see, okay. So I'm assuming that these are perhaps 3 puzzles I need to do. I need to find 3 locations, perhaps. So I need to do it in the bowels and the innocence and the hearts, and they're represented by squares, triangles, and circles. Does that represent the different types of pentagrams? Because this one's got a square on it. That one's got a 5-sided shape on it. These are circles. Maybe? Maybe not? I don't know. Oh, here he is again. Did you remember this place? I've run out of wit, so, no. No, I don't, if I'm honest. To be honest, I barely remember my own name half the time. Okay. We can kneel. As is described in the control setup, you kneel instead of crouching. Okay, this is locked. This is locked as well. I can't go in here. Can I enter? Can I enter any of these drawers? Can I open any of these drawers, rather? Okay, there's no sprint button. No. Wish people were chasing me this much in real life. This is the longest hallway in my house. Now that is a genuine question that's worth asking. This is the longest hallway in my house. Honestly, somebody needs to learn some more conversational skills. And that's coming from me. Hello, Mr. Bunny Rabbit. Okay, so I'm assuming this is a child's bedroom. Ah, okay, this is the triangle, right? Hang on, what? What? Why did that appear and then disappear again? Oh, do I need to stand the candle up again? Oh no, I can light them or I can turn them off. Ah, was the triangle talking about innocence? Yes. To be inscribed in the chamber of innocence to form a triangle, the 3 divisible only by 1, representing divine order, it is here the acolyte shall retain his purity. Okay, so innocence presumably refers to childhood and youth, which would make sense because we're in a child's bedroom with toys in it. This is the chamber of focus. Okay, it seemed to appear when I was over here. Do I need to zoom, perhaps? Is zoom how I represent being focused? I'm not sure. Perhaps I need to pretend to be a child by being short, if that's how this can work. Being short and focused. Okay, so I got it to appear again. Strange noise. Okay, so it doesn't always appear when you come into this corner, it just sometimes appears when you come into this corner. Okay, perhaps I need to do the decay first. This is the chapel of effect in the temple's beating heart, represented by a circle. Well, there's a square one here. I don't see a circle one. Would the bedroom be considered the beating heart? You know, it's sort of the room of passion, I suppose. It's a baby and a baby monitor. Okay. A bathroom. Lights work? Oh, I have no reflection. As usual. What? I can open the window, I just can't pull the blinds up. Okay. That's a new one, I must say. Okay, I'm not seeing anything of interest in here. I'm not quite sure how to interact with these puzzles. Yeah, anyway. Okay, so I would assume by the bowels, it probably refers to the bowels of the house. So possibly it's in the basement. So possibly that's where I should start. Okay, so there's another. Well, unless they literally mean bowels in the rooms where bowels are used, in which case they mean one of the bathrooms. But I'm going to roll under the assumption for the time being they mean the metaphorical bowels rather than the literal bowels, which would be in here. But what I would do to interact with this, I don't know. Which one was this? Square represents its form. The sides numbered 4. The square of 2 signal perfection. Has it got something to do with the candles? Because the candles seem to be the thing that I can interact with. So I can only assume it's the candles. Let me think about this for a minute. Okay, do I maybe turn the candles on next to the pentagrams that are relevant to the riddle, and then turn off the ones that are not relevant? Aha. Perhaps, yes, maybe. I see many words that I can't quite read. Do I then turn these off, perhaps, because these are representing pentagrams that aren't relevant? Yes? No? I don't know. Maybe I need to turn these ones off as well? Is that right? This is why I tend not to play puzzle-based games, because they tend to be rather taxing on my incredibly small brain. Oh. Grandma Pated. Okay, I have no idea how I did that. Okay, so the candles are lit by the square pentagrams, and I just kind of... I walked around the pentagram, then walked into the middle and kneeled. Okay, that was a complete guess, but never mind. The acolyte shall have constructed the altar of light within his chamber of study. Know that knowledge may be illuminated by the glow of the blessed candles. The lighting of the candles shall be carried out in accordance with the song of the soul. Ye, the soul, shall move beyond 3 stations, and only one shall prove itself the home. For lest the blood or flesh or breath shall serve, the soul shall carry onward to the aether, and thus among the 5 realms find its place. Should the ritual fail, the acolyte shall find only darkness. In success, the candle shall reveal the divine signifiers in ascending order. This is the mystery of the 2nd realm. Mastery of the 2nd realm, sorry. Okay, so there's obviously some sort of puzzle revolving around lighting the candles in a specific order in somewhere upstairs, presumably, but I've only done the Chamber of Decay. What if I go back to the child's bedroom and see if I can have a little bit more success there? Do not take that line out of context. Right, okay, let me shut the door. Described in the Chamber of Innocence forms a triangle, the 3 divisible only by 1. Okay, so do I need to make some sort of a triangle out of the candles, perhaps? So turn that one off, and that one off, and that one off. Oh, and this one. Let's make a sort of 3-pointed triangle, perhaps? No? Okay. What if I try using... Oh, hang on. No, that didn't work. What if I try using just the 1 candles? Yes? Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. No, okay, I'm very confused. Yes, it would make sense that it's these candles, because these ones actually are at the edges of the triangle. I just can't seem to interact with this one like I could interact with the other one. Just wish I could turn this one up the right way or something. But I don't... there's no page appearing this time around. Perhaps I need to walk around the edge of it like I did last time? Yes, okay, so my guess to walk around the circle was actually unbelievably important to realise. Okay. What does this say? The invocation of the name. The sealing of the chambers shall thus reveal thus reveal the fragments of the name. They shall be made manifest among the chambers of the temple. Gathered, the fragments shall be placed within the chapel of focus. The 5 will be their number. Bathed in moonlight, they shall reveal the divine sequence. This is the mastery of the third realm. Okay, so this is the chapel of focus. So this is the child's bedroom, and I need to find 5 fragments and place them here in moonlight. Presumably that means with all the candles off, in order to reveal a divine sequence. Right, so can I open this perhaps? Can I open these blinds in order to get more moonlight in here? Presumably not. Okay, well that's for later. Let's get trapped behind this door, and let's see if we can figure out this bedroom puzzle a bit more. Because there aren't any candles in here. Assuming this is the Chapel of Effect. Represented by a circle, a paradox neither beginning or ending, yet bounded, it is here that the acolyte shall demonstrate his mastery of the 5 realms. So do I need to do this one last, perhaps? Oh! It is left to the acolyte to locate the chambers of power within the temple and walk within them in the shape of their inscription and thus mark them and bind their energy. Ah, that's the bit that's trying to tell you to go around. Go around the circle, or the triangle, or the square. I see. That makes more sense. Okay. This... I don't think it is the bedroom they're talking about. I think it's going to be the living room. I can't remember why. There was another game I was playing ages ago which had tapes in it that were talking about... that were talking about something to do with the architecture of a house and saying that the heart is not represented by the bedroom, it's represented by the living room. How long have you been in this place? "24 minutes and 17 seconds. According to the recording. That's how long we've been there. Okay, so do I then need to interact with this perhaps? Because this one's lit up as I've walked around here. Perhaps? Do I need to kneel on this one? No. Do I need to focus on this one? No. Do I need to walk the other way around? No. Ooh, hi. Okay, Chamber's beating heart. The circle represents its form, a paradox, neither beginning or ending, yet bounded. Is here the acolyte shall demonstrate his mastery of the 5 realms. Represented by a circle. Which of these is circular? Well, I mean, they've all got circles in them, apart from this one. Do I maybe need to, like, walk around the edge of this one? No. Do I need to walk around the edge of the more circular ones? Do I need to walk around the circle of all of them in turn? Giddy, aren't going to get dizzy doing this. No. Maybe it is something to do with the lights. Maybe I should play with the lights for a minute and see what I can do. What's this? Does this help me? Okay. The fragments fade to where your child found joy. Okay, maybe I'm supposed to do this part later. I need to do one of the others. I need to do the others first. Maybe I should forget about this and try to do one or two of these. So reveal 5 fragments of the name. So is that referring to 5 blocks? Why can I not put this away? Why can't you only put it away? Why can't you put the book away when you're on the first page? It doesn't make any sense. I'm assuming the 5 fragments then will be 5 building blocks with letters on them that will come together to form the child's name, perhaps? Okay, so there's 2. So places the child would have found joy. Well, the living room where they'd play, presumably. The kitchen where they would eat. Presumably won't be one in here, since the child wouldn't have really been in a study. Okay, so what was this talking about? Chamber of study, yes. Oh, hey, we did that, okay. Okay, so maybe the red handprints represent it being completed, perhaps? Because I guess, because this has got the word 3 in it, this has got the word 1 in it, this has got the word 5 in it, so I just guessed the order of these two and we got it on the second try. So perhaps those red handprints represent the fact that it's been completed. Okay, let me go back upstairs and see if I can find any more of these fragments to the child's name. Aha. Here's one. An E. I mean an A. Told you it's bad at reading, didn't I? I don't know, would a child find joy in a bath? Children like being bathed. I know dogs don't like being bathed. That's about as far as my knowledge of the subject goes. I'm just not very pleased about that. Okay, so we found 3 of them so far. Or is there one in here? One hidden somewhere, perhaps? I don't think so. Okay, so there's still 2 more to find. Can't imagine they'd be in the basement, but perhaps they are. Ah, now a second one of these is lit up. Okay, so perhaps these represent progress. They represent that I've completed 2 of the tasks I need to complete. Possibly. Cool! Hi. Would you like some clothes? No. You'd like to vanish into thin air. Okay. Why is a child finding joy in a basement? Must be a very sadistic child. Okay, can we have some lights back on, please? Doubt they'd find any in the washroom, so we'll just move swiftly on. Okay, well I'm glad the horror elements have picked up a little bit, and I'm slowly starting to improve on the puzzle elements. Where have you gone, friend? I don't know. Okay, so aha, they do find joy in the bathroom. Okay. It's an odd thing for me to say online, but never mind, it doesn't matter. Let's just get upstairs. Oh, gosh. Let's just get upstairs and figure out what this kid's name is. Stop going towards my kid's bedroom, you weirdo. Okay, that's still locked. Okay. Marie. Okay, do I need to shut this door? How do I interact with this? I need to bathe them in moonlight, so perhaps I need to turn the candles off. Okay, I can't turn the candles off. Aha! Bathe them in moonlight. 2, 3, 5. Oh, hang on a minute. Yes, 3, 5, 1, 2, 4. 3, 5, 1, 2, 4. How does 3, 5, 1, 2, 4 help me? 3, 5, 1, 2, 4. Aha, another page. Okay, presumably that helps me somehow here. So does this have a handprint on it? Yes, it does. Okay. 3, 5, 1, 2, 4. Yes, here we are. In possession of both signifiers and the sequence of the divine, the acolyte shall journey to the cistine of cleansing in the temple's upper level. You mean the upstairs bathroom, don't you? The acolyte shall regard the cistern, kneel in reverence, and await the sign. Upon receipt of the sign, the acolyte shall traverse the gateways as marked by the divine signifiers in accordance with the divine sequence. Should the acolyte demonstrate his worth, the pathway to the truth shall be made clear. This is the mastery of the 4th realm. Okay. So, what I think it's saying is that these realms are being represented by these pentagrams. Like when this one lit up, I'd mastered the first one. When this one lit up, I'd mastered the second one, and this one lit up rather. That was the second realm, and this one's lit up because I mastered the third realm by completing this trial. So I need to go to the upstairs bathroom and interact with these symbols in this order as represented by the numbers on the page. Okay, that seems vaguely doable. Presumably that's what these symbols on the walls are then. So where's the upstairs bathroom? Oh, this is the bedroom. This is still locked. So I must kneel in reverence at the cistine, which presumably is the sink. Yes. Or possibly the bathroom. Or the unbelievably opaque shower. Okay, so I assume it's... I would assume it's the sink, so it said I had to await the signal, so perhaps I need to sit here and wait for a minute. Okay, whoa. Okay, I was literally just going in there kneeling in front of anything I could. Okay, this is odd. I am waiting for you, acolyte, at the end of the path. Okay, did I... Okay, it doesn't say that I've completed this. Okay, the words of power, rebirth, innocence, and nothing real. How on earth does that help me? Okay, so I'm looking for this weird symbol first. Okay, this is very strange. All these noises. Okay, so did I do it wrong? Is that why the weird static has gone away? Did I walk into the wrong room first? Clearly the room with that symbol on it first is the bedroom, which is where I came from, so presumably I need to go back to the bedroom rather than walk into the living room. Is that what I did wrong? I don't remember that symbol being there before. Okay, let me try doing that again. As best I can anyway. Try to recreate what I did. Kneeling in the middle of the pentagram. Then I heard that noise. Yes. Okay, so I'm in here. Where do I want to go? That's the basement. Where does this door lead? That leads into the kitchen. That leads into the corridor next to the room. So I want to go in here. No, I don't want to go in there. I want to go into the bedroom. That's the staircase. This is also the staircase, weirdly. Okay. Is this the bedroom? No, that's back to the corridor again. That's locked. That doesn't go anywhere. I don't know really walking into the white noise is going to get me, but I'd rather not do that if I can avoid it. Charming. Okay, where does this lead then? Oh, presumably that means I've just gone the wrong way. I am very confused. Presumably I do need to get back to the bedroom in order to interact with the first symbol, which is this symbol, which is the first one that's numbered. And yet I can't seem to find my way back to the bedroom whenever I enter that weird world. Unless I've already had that one, because that's where I came from originally, and I'm supposed to go to this one, which is like a thumb with 5 dots on it. Possibly? I don't know. Yes, I've been in this room, so possibly now I've been in this room, so maybe now I need to go into the room with that in it, which I think was the corridor, wasn't it? Definitely wasn't that. Is it in there? Yeah, it's in here. Very, very confused by this puzzle. What's the fourth one? The fourth one's the baby with its head bitten off, and then the fifth one's the weird crosses. Okay, so if I then go up to the bedroom of the baby. Interact with this somehow? Kneel in front of it? Focus in on it? No? Okay, this is getting a bit weird, but never mind. Yeah, so presumably I haven't done this right so far, so that's where I came from. It would make logical sense that that's where I'm supposed to go next, but it doesn't seem like that's the right answer. What happens if I try going back to the static? Nothing? Okay, so I can't go through the static. What if I try coming in here? No. This one has absolutely got me beat. I am unbelievably confused by this. Surely this is where I want to go first, which is this bathroom and the bedroom behind me, then this room, which is the kitchen, then this one, which is the stairway leading off from the living room and going up to the top level, then this one, which is just outside the baby's bedroom, and then this one, which I don't remember seeing anywhere. Yeah, we've had that. See, we enter this one. I can't seem to interact with these symbols, so my only guess is that you just go into that room. But when I then go into this one, it then doesn't work. It acts as if I've gone into the wrong room, which confuses me. Because surely this is the right room because it's got the third symbol in it. Okay, we haven't been in there before. I didn't realise this room was available. Perhaps I missed something, which will give me an additional clue, but it doesn't seem like there's anything in here. What is that noise, seriously? Oh, it's just a storm. Sorry, I got scared of a storm. Sorry. Right, okay, never mind. Okay, so it doesn't seem like there's anything of consequence in here, unless turning these candles off is going to do anything, which I can't seem to do to this one. I'm pressing E, but nothing's happening on it. Turn the light on first? No? Okay, apparently I can't turn that candle off. Okay, I'm confused as to how I'm supposed to figure that one out. Okay, so what rooms haven't I been in? Let's do this by a procedure of trial and error. We tried going into the kitchen, it didn't work. We tried going to the corridor, it didn't work. What happens if we go into the in here? No, this doesn't work either. Okay, so presumably if I walk through every single door and none of them work, then I'll know that walking through the doors is not the method that we're going to do this by. We'll do this in a scientific way and try everything until something works. Okay, so walking into the hallway where the baby's bedroom was seems to have kept the sequence going, which now that I think about it, that did happen once before. So we did 1, 2, 4. Okay. So I could go in there, which I don't recognise, unless... Yes, that is where... That's where the third one is. The third one should be just past there. Or we can go into the baby's bedroom, which leads into the room that leads down to the basement, or we can go down here. So what happens if we go in here then? We presumably fail. Okay, I shall bang my head against the wall a little bit more. Okay, so what if we go down the stairs this time? Okay, so now we're in front of the third symbol. Well, what's the fourth symbol? The fourth symbol is the baby's room. Yeah. So then we want the fifth symbol, which is the crossed lines, which I do not remember seeing anywhere. But I would assume, since this is the place we haven't been yet, it's in here. Yeah? Maybe? Aha! Aha! Okay. This is the longest hallway in my house. Yes, you said that before. Where's my mouse gone? Okay. I wonder if that demon woman is the woman is the person who's been texting me, because they said that they were waiting for me at the end of the pathway. So perhaps... Did we do it? Yes, we did. Okay, so we've learned 4 words of power: rebirth, innocence, ethereal, and absolution. Aha, and another page. Okay. Having thus returned from the temple, the acolyte shall possess the words of power, and shall with them master the 5th realm. The loci of the 4 words are as follows: the chamber of sustenance, where bread is broken and taken into the body of nourishment; the temple of respite, where the body is rejuvenated; the temple of decay, where the basest of truth is held; the chamber of waste, the lowest esteem of cleansing, where the body shall be purified for transcendence. Okay, so the chamber of waste is obviously the downstairs bathroom. The chamber of respite is obviously the bedroom. The chamber of sustenance, I would assume, is either the dining room or the kitchen. I'm not sure about the chamber of decay, where the basest of truths are held. But how do I use the words of power there? Does a word of power, presumably since there's 4 chambers, a word of power is linked to each. Let me go and have a look around the house and see if anything's changed. Let me look at the first temple first. Look at the kitchen and the dining room and see if anything's different, if there's any lit up pentagrams or anything. Okay, so we've got 4 of them lit now, so once we complete this one we should be done. Hopefully. Okay, is there anything different in here? It is a pentagram, but I think that was there before. I mean, how do I use the words of power? That's the bit I don't get. I've got the words of power, but how do I use them? How do I make use of them in the temple? What do I do? Okay, what I have noticed is that the downstairs bathroom, the bedroom, and the dining room all have this pentagram in it. Is it the same pentagram as this one? Yes, it is. So they've all got this pentagram in it, which tells me that it's the dining room, not the kitchen it's talking about. So what other room has that in? That should help me find the chamber of decay. What could that be? What other room has that one in it? Well, this one does have that pentagram in it, but I mean, it's got almost all the pentagrams in, I think. Okay, the problem with this puzzle is I am just unbelievably confused as to what I am supposed to do in terms of actually interacting. Rebirth, innocence, ethereal, absolution. Rebirth, innocence, absolution, ethereal. Just testing the theory that it was tapping into my microphone, which would be unbelievably unlikely considering there's been no hint of microphone usage whatsoever. And your average person does not have a microphone linked up to their computer set in front of their face as they play indie horror games. I do not see how I'm supposed to interact with these, or how the words of power come into play, or how any of it is relevant. That is what is confusing me beyond all measure. Okay, so apparently, reminding myself, because I'm only particularly familiar with the mathematical definition of a loci, it appears to mean a location. So reading this as the location of the 4 words of power are as follows. I wonder if there's anywhere that I could link each word to each place, because presumably it's saying there's 4 places and a word of power goes with each one. How I choose which one is supposed to go with each one, I don't know, and how I'm supposed to even take that word, whichever one it ends up being, and put it in that place is utterly beyond me. But sustenance, respite, decay. How do any of these go with any of these? I mean, rebirth is possibly rejuvenation. I would assume. But then again, you could describe the same for nourishment. suppose the only other option I have is possibly to type the words into the phone. See if that has any effect. Aha. Right. We figured it out. We figured out how I'm supposed to interact with these. Okay, so can I put any word into any of these? I should actually write the words down first. Hang on a minute. Okay, so we've got our 4 words of power. So can I type any of them in here or not? If I try typing in absolution, will that come up here as well? No. Okay, so presumably I got lucky and I did type the correct one in. Okay, so let me go up to the bedroom and try typing in another one in there and see if I can figure out which one goes in there. Okay, this isn't quite what I was expecting. What if I try typing in absolution here? Yeah, okay. So again, something happened. Well, the door banging seems to have stopped. I don't know if I'm just getting lucky on what these are, or whether you're just supposed to write a word of power in each one, and it doesn't matter which you write, it's just whichever one you happen to write first. I don't know. Okay, let's go back to the bathroom. Put one in there, and then I suppose you're gonna have to guess where the other one is. Okay, what if I put in ethereal here? Okay, what if I put in innocence here, since that one didn't seem to do anything? Okay, I've tried all 4 words of power, typing them into the phone, and none of them have worked. None of them have made that one light up, so perhaps I'm doing them in the wrong order? Yes, I'm doing them in the wrong order. Yes, I need to do the Chamber of Decay next, which presumably is one of these 2. This one, I'd assume, since this is the one that's the same. Okay, which means there's either innocence or ethereal. Let's try ethereal first. There we go. Okay, so this is apparently the 3rd temple, so if we then go back upstairs to the bathroom, we should be able to do the 4th one rather. Which must go away, there's somebody in here. I'm not interested. I can't see you anymore, I can't see help me mother. Ooh, hi, how's it hanging? Would you like me to open the window? Too bad, because I'm not going to. Oh, well, this is a problem. You are trapped, acolyte. I have the power to free you. Whisper your wish to me. What? What do you mean, whisper my wish? What, please? Is that what you want? Please? Please free me? No? Okay, I'm confused. What, whisper like at the door? What, like whisper into the doorknob? Keyhole? I don't know. Okay, is there anything else written in here that will help me? No, we seem to have written everything down. Everything seems to be done. We've completed this. I just don't know how to get out of here now. Okay, what's the... I can't see you anymore. I can't see. Help me, mother. You are trapped, acolyte. I have the power to free me. Whisper your wish to me. Well, what is the wish if it's not free me? Is it another one of the words of power? Oh gosh, great. So there's no walkthrough online available, and I'm utterly stuck and utterly befuddled as to how under the sun I'm supposed to get out, because it seems that no matter what I do and no matter what I say into this accursed phone, absolutely nothing happens. What under the sun am I supposed to do? Really? 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 it's time! Open the door! This is why, all those years ago, when they were around, I never played text-based adventure games because it was absolutely impossible to know what words had been programmed into it. Really. So, all of the "I have power to free you," none of that was like saying, "Oh, okay then, free me, it's open the accursed door." Oh gosh, I'm gonna do a lot worse. Give me the damn phone. Oh, I can't even spell it right, honestly. Thank you. Oh my kitty aunt. Sorry, I was sat there for 25 minutes banging my head against the wall trying to figure out what under the sun I was supposed to do. Fascinating. I honestly couldn't care less at this point because honestly that has driven me absolutely insane. Oh, hello. Good evening, how are you? What are you babbling on about, honestly? Oh, I see, we're ending the game like that, are we? Not even a big dramatic finale. Oh, my giddy aunt. Right, okay, what to say about this game? It's not really a horror game. I get that puzzles are meant to be the basis of the game rather than the horror, but at the same time, it didn't really have anything scary in it. Sure, it had some weird, spooky noises, and sure there were pentagrams and candles, but it wasn't really a horror game. There wasn't really any tension, there was no moment where I felt any threat, there was no moment where I felt scared. Obviously my thoughts are going to be slightly tarnished by the annoyance that's currently bubbling away inside of me due to that final puzzle, but never mind. Yes, I know, to all of you, open the door probably seemed like the most obvious thing in the universe to say, but to me it didn't, because every single thing that had been said up to that point had been bathed in crypticism. Nothing was clear, nothing was said obviously, nothing said, go to this room and type this word into the phone when looking at this wall. It was all, invoke the word of power into the void while facing the symbol of death. Which is fine, don't get me wrong, that's absolutely fine. But at the same time, if you're going to spend the entirety of the game up until the final puzzle being super cryptic, to the point where you're expecting everything to be said to you in a cryptic fashion, you're expected that when it finally asks you to say something towards it, i.e. the game, you would be expected to speak in a cryptic fashion. So free me is surely more logical than open the door. Because open the door is the most basic, straightforward, precise thing you could possibly say. Which is fine, I like precise communications. But when you've made up an entire ethos of saying everything will be cryptic until the final moment, at which point nothing will be cryptic, but this is when we change from us speaking to you speaking to us, it just makes no sense. And that final moment, when you found the baby, that was a perfect opportunity for them to put some horror in the game, and yet there wasn't any. Oh, there's a flickering light. Oh, there's a strange noise. Oh, the lights changed a bit. Oh, and now it's all gone black. Seriously, that's not a horror game. There's no horror in it. Oh my Gideon. I mean, I don't play a lot of puzzle games, mainly because that took me an hour and 25 minutes to do, and this game was supposed to take under an hour to complete. So, obviously all of the thoughts that I've just had are somewhat tarnished by that last puzzle, as I said. Obviously I'm not going to be as objective as I could be, because I've been slightly annoyed by that rather annoying moment in the game. But never mind, It doesn't matter. It's not important. Technically, it was very good. Technically, it was. It's not the first game to have you communicate with somebody via texting into a phone. Obviously, texting into phones is, as a mechanic, is very difficult because you can't. You can't have it respond exactly to the way that it is, because obviously it can be programmed to respond to certain cues, like the words of power or the open the door, which we're not going back to. It can be programmed to respond to all of that, but it can't be programmed to respond as a human would, because obviously it can't think for itself. Which is fine, it's fine, I don't care about that, it's just a personal gripe that personally I wouldn't put a mechanic like that into a game currently, because the technology isn't really there for it to do anything. I feel like a better execution of that is using the microphone, like certain games that we've seen previously use the microphone in order to say words of power for the sake of actually doing something in the game. That seems like a more logical way of doing it, but I get that doing it into a phone is far more accessible for people because they don't have to plug their microphone in. Obviously for me it's no problem, but that's because I'm in a special set of circumstances. I absolutely get that. This game is technically very impressive. I feel like quite a lot of thought went into it, a lot of design went into it, a lot of thought went into how to make it cryptic and how to make the puzzles interesting, which is all fine. And after I'd done the puzzles, I could see that there were actually a lot more clues in the grimoire than I thought there were, in order to actually make you realise what you were supposed to do. But still, at the same time, that final puzzle with opening the door, that bugs me. That bugs me that you have to say a really precise phrase in a really clear fashion when the whole previous hour of the game has been nothing being precise, nothing being clear, and everything being cryptic. That really, really bugs me to the point where I had to look up a walkthrough in order to figure out what you're supposed to do. But fair play to the developers, they did put a walkthrough on their itch.io page, so very fair play to them for doing that. I really appreciate them doing that. Absolutely I do. So overall, from a purely objective perspective, good game. Excuse me ranting at the end of it. Good game, but still, that final puzzle does bug me. But other than that, as a puzzle game, it was quite enjoyable. As a horror game, it was a bit of a letdown. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm off to stick my head into a very cold tap, so excuse me while I do that. But thank you for joining me this evening. Thank you for watching. Look after each other, and good night.